Hello, everybody. I'm Gerone Wright here again, and you're watching me here on my Jeronification YouTube channel. Okay, in this video, I'm gonna be doing a decoding of another um, lost book of Nostradamus here on one of the pages. Okay, and I'm gonna show you that how I can actually, through my paranormal experience and encounter, read into these images, and then in doing so, tell you things and show you things that you wouldn't otherwise be able to realize. Okay. Um, Now, let's not forget that I don't know if they deem this book to be 400 to 600 years old, and in some cases, I think maybe even older. Um, that people have been trying to figure these pages out like forever, and to this date, no one has ever been able to decode or even come close to understanding what the messages are being said in these. Now, at least in the sense of not even making sense anyway. Or I don't think nobody even tried. I don't think there's no videos out on this. I don't know, to be totally honest with you. But anyway, I just want to show you that what is before you can be realized, and in a common sense way, if you look at it for really what and truly what it is. It's my position that these are cult-like rituals that are enrooted in ancient religion and ancient royalty. Not just no specific religious groups. I'm talking about globally and through all cultures and all civilizations. And basically, what is being stated by these hidden underlying messages are that it describes a holy grail, a holy genetic grail of how mankind evolved from its original ancestor, which is that of ape and African, and how they're furthering themselves away from that gene of those creatures. Okay, um, I'm going to show you here in this image. Here, first, look at this scenario here. You have showing you a religious figure, which in this case is a monk, supported by a tree on this side and a tree on that side. And then down here, there's no others. What are the treaties rooted to? The earth, the founding stones. In between these images, at each base of these columns, are a encrypted face of that of an ape on either ends in the grounds. I think I'm going to be able to turn that upside down and show you. But these darkened masses here and here, and I believe in the column there somewhere. This is a lighter image because my printer, I need to get new ink jets there. But on either end, there's encrypted images of apes because the founding stones, the building blocks of mankind, is based on that of ape. Okay, so now I'm gonna see if I can show you. That's actually cut off, okay? But you can look for that on your own, and then show you. But check this out. Now, then you have the trees stemming up from either side, and supported on a base. So it's showing you that through the founding stones, limbs, branches, branching off, trees branching off of the founding stones of life, i.e., ape and Africans, you have a new founding block built in a cauldron cult-like way. Here's our cauldron cup right here. A new cocktail, a new chemistry of genes were created. So, what is the monk's part of this? First of all, these long like horns coming off on either end. We all know that horns represents that of demonic, devil. But I've revealed to you in other videos that in all of our ancient depictions of the devil, go back to as far as you can, these demonic figures are depicted in a sense of that of ape with horns, and then that of our blackest man, African, with the horns, and then the depictions become to finally being like that in the color of being red. So, it's my position that the biggest horns on this guy is showing you that this guy is, at this point, more closely genetic to his ape and his African ancestor, and that's what is being said. Broken down through him. There's a bridging through him. But not just him alone, through the monks and the monk monastery alone. These breakdowns are occurring. It's also telling you that through the nun monasteries that the same thing is going on. So this monk has a set of wings which you do not even see. The one wing is on this side, and then the other wing is on that side. It's my position that through what this message is telling you, that through the monk monastery and through the nun monasteries, the genes of our ape ancestors, which is encrypted down here, and our African ancestors are being bridged over to create new genes. And this is the cauldron-like cup right here. Now, let's run through this once again. You have the ape and African bloodline down here on this pyramid. This is like a pyramid, okay, people? A layered pyramid, showing you that there was a branching off of our original founding stones, a branching, and a new platform was created. And on that new platform, which is through the monk monastery and through the nuns monastery, a cauldron-like new chemistry of these genes were created, and then I'm going to show you what they are. Now, first, I'm going to make this video short too, people, by the way. Let me bring you in closer. I'm going to zoom and show you what you don't see. Let me give you the nuns first. Okay, I'm going to give you the nuns. First of all, if you look closely at these red objects here, look at that. Take a close look. Watch what I can do with that, what you don't see. There's transparent faces there that you cannot see, but through my multidimensional sense of awareness and understanding of what is being said here, I can bring it into you. Here. Alright. This woman is the mother of creation, i.e. Madonna, Mary Magdalene, and everybody else that is in reference in Christianity. Did I just give you her face? When you Google this image, look there, and you will see her transparent face. Now, not just on that side. I got me a handkerchief wrapped around my arm here. Let me keep that out of the picture. But also, let me see if I can get this up here. But also on this side as well. I'm actually going across the board. It's a little harder reaching across here. But we're going to try to get her. So, now, I made her a little different, but now check this out. She's also the Medusa-like woman. So off of her forehead is the snake-like creature, and it's showing you that the genes from them are being added to this cauldron-like chemistry. Now, here is the cauldron, Now, for those of you that don't realize that the cauldron, if you look up a cauldron is from the ancient scenario of a witch's brew, of where a bunch of things are added in a controlled sense, and an extraction is came out, spell is came out. You see that cauldron cup I just draw there? Now, you have a monk, two witches on either end, which I'm telling you are nuns. Hold on. Let me put up here nuns. Okay. We have our nuns. And we have our monk. Now, you there with me? Okay, good. Now, let me show you something about all of this. Now, this is an elevation from the founding stones of our original ancestor, ape and African. New platform created. It's a pyramid. Okay, it's a buildup of these genetics that further them away from their original ancestors. So which genes are they talking about? Which new creation are they talking about? Well, you have to look in here, and I can draw you a bunch of things, and you can almost see a face there, in fact. You see that? But let me show. I almost see it. Huh. Look at these faces out on either end here. But I'm going to turn this upside down to bring you the other faces that I would like for you to see. Okay. Now, when you turn that image upside down, there's a bearded man right there. I'm gonna put his facial hairs in because he has it. His nostrils, nose line, his eyes, and he has like a medallion headpiece on right there. Do you see? Oh, let me give him his mouth line right there. You see that? Then it shows the transitioning of this woman, mother of creation, on either end, showing you her contribution, but more so, it shows you an injection of, you'll see her face also facing in, and there's a bunch more here, people. I just don't want to draw too much. There's the face emerging from here, transitioning from here into here, and it's much more than. Where's the other one at? Oh, here's the other one over here, coming in from either end, and I'm going to explain this in 1 minute, and I'll tell you exactly what it's actually stating there. So, showing you this face coming in. You know what this is? It's a reversal. This is a reversal of this that is here when you upright it. The nuns on either end of the monk is shown down here, and then showing you what actually went in and what was being created, and it actually shows you the creatures there as well. Can you see that? Look at that. Image of man, woman on either end coming in. It's a reversal of this. It's a flip side of what is being actually. That looks pretty good, actually, people. Look at that. That is wonderful. So, you know what it's showing you? What was created in here. It's showing you a combination of all of this to create this, and I can show you what was created. Wonderful, isn't it, people? So let's go through that one more time before I close this video out, because I'm only 14 minutes into this. So you could not see these faces. None of this. In fact, if you go down to the bottom here, I ran out of ink, but anyway, in these mounds, if you bring this down to thumbnail size, and you view these in a thumbnail size way, well, actually in the columns, first of all, in these columns right here in thumbnail, you'll see an ape down in the white portions, but in the larger sections as well too, if you turn it over and go into thumbnail size, just beneath I believe it is the trees, you'll see the likeness of, on either end, here, and here, you'll see the faces of ape. I mean, the picture is actually, the resolution was actually too big for me to actually include it. Okay, but our apes is down here across the bottom, which represents our ape African ancestor, and it's showing you a branching off those genes to create new genes. What was being created? There's our cauldron cup here, and this is the new genes that's being created, leveled off on a new founding platform. Pyramid of genes off a pyramid rising of genes off our original gene, which is that of ape and African. And this is what calls for different likenesses of mankind across the continents of our planet. See that, people? This guy here in the middle, the monk, you cannot even see the faces until now. When you Google the image, go in and you'll see a shadow of the face. Because I know her face, I know what the shadows represent, and I fill them in for you. Each line that I've just created, you will be able to go to now and actually look at it and says, he's right, there's faces there. So now, from those faces, you see the genetic link from this woman to this cauldron-like chemistry here, this witch's brew. Now we have a witch face now, who is the mother of creation. We have a witch's kettle, and we have a brewing cocktail chemistry going on. She's not making no soup with this monk. So we have all likenesses of man, people. So what is being concocted in this cauldron-like chemistry? The genes of mankind, as I have always said throughout my 200 plus videos in here. It's a breakdown of our original genetic state to create new genes. My name is Gerone Wright. You're watching my Geronification channel, and now, thanks to me, here is another page from the lost book of the Nostradamus that you can understand. These genes, flip side, shown, recreated, a combination of them, a new gene created to further a genetic manipulation and contamination process of that of mankind's genes, to further you away from the original state of the creatures from which we evolved. New bloodlines created, new genetics being created, old ones being destroyed through contamination. This is what your religion globally is all about. This is what your royalty globally is all about. There is no place on our planet that is not guilty of doing this. If you want to know more, you stay tuned. Listen, people, you should be emailing this. You should be sharing this information. I mean, a friend in the History Channel, a friend in the Discovery Channel. This stuff should be out. I mean, come on. People's been trying to figure this out. And here I've just described it to you as if I made this. You don't believe me? All you have to do is go. What's the beauty in this is I'm self-verifying. All you have to do is go and Google the image, download it, and go here and zoom in and look at my pencil lines and see if you can match my pencil lines to what I'm showing you right here. Then from there, rotate the image, and again, go here and see if you can identify my lines with what is right there. And then what you need to do from there, once you realize that I'm on point, you need to wake the hell up and say, hey, this guy is on to something major. I have no end. I can do this anywhere across our globe, in art, in sculptures, and then on top of that, people, I can show you where this stuff is linking to that in space, where life forms is supposed to be being created in so much as far as stars. I can show you where mankind, life forms are being created as well. I have described and identified in the way of how our universe, our entire existence is functioning. You know where, if you want to know where you truly need to be, you want to understand there's power in it. People, I'm telling you right now, the sky is the limit from this. From knowing who you truly are. There's a serenity in this. And it's better than anything that you think you're getting from through religion. All of this thing about evil and going to hell and going to heaven and all of this stuff here, people, believe me when I tell you, reality is what I am showing you. And if I'm doing this to things that are made through through religion and all, if I'm breaking down religion before your eyes, then people, come on. Reality is in this. Reality is in you. If you want to understand more, share this. Get me out there. Get me global. Guarantee you, the truth as you know it is no more. There's a new reality. And all of that new reality is through what I am showing you here. My name is Gerone Wright. You're watching my Geronification channel. I'm going to make another video.